Hello YouTube, this is Arimo25 bringing you another video on the Pokemon trading card game online, and this time I have a deck profile. Jeez, I cannot believe how many deck profiles I have on a stack in order to be able to do them, and this time I will be doing Miltank Greninja just because it's a really nice deck, interesting mechanics, and pretty much it's a post-flash fire deck. A weird post-flash fire deck, and I've been playing with this, and a couple of guys have asked for a deck profile on this deck, so that is what I'm going to do. Let's go with that. And of course we have 4 Miltank, because this is supposed to be our main attacker, and by this is supposed to be, sometimes it's not. But yeah, let's say that 4 Miltank. Pretty standard. I'm running 4 Froakie, 1 Frogadier, and 4 Greninja, just because I want to be able to get those Greninjas out. This deck does not work without Water Shuriken, and this is okay, let me show you. Powerful Friends on Miltank pretty much with 1 energy does 10 damage. Yeah, but if you have any stage 2 Pokemon on your bench, this attacks does 80. And guess what? Greninja is a stage 2 Pokemon, which makes Miltank able to hit those 80 with just 1 energy, which, by the way, it's really good. But not only that, Greninja gives you access to Water Shuriken, which pretty much, once during your turn, before you attack, you may discard a water energy from your hand, and if you do that, you put 30 damage into... well, 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, and you decide which Pokemon. So the beauty of these 2 cards together pretty much is you do huge damage, very efficient huge damage, and you finish everything out with Greninja. And to be honest, a lot of decks really don't have a way to deal with these 2, because it's really stressful for a lot of decks to have to take those 6 prizes one at a time. Yeah, because as you can see, I'm playing not even one single EX Pokemon, and yeah, a lot of decks struggle trying to get those 6 prizes one by one. Anyway, let's see. 4 Greninjas, 1 Frogadier, 4 Froakies. Pretty much I'm using the Kalos starters, Kalos starter set Froakies, just because I had them and they have 60 HP instead of 50 from X and Y set, and they look cute, and one of them is hollow, so I use them because of that, and I'm using the same the Frogadier of that Kalos starter too. Let's see. Then we have 1 Mr. Mime, just because I want to keep my bench as safe as possible, and a 2/2 split line of Electrode, just because I want to be able to draw cards, not because I don't have that a very small support line, but because I really want to be able to get cards going on and on and on and on and on. Okay, so for trainers, well, items, supporters, and stadiums, I'm playing 1000 Machine, just because pretty much in every stage 2 deck you really want to have access to that extra resource in order to get a win. 3 level balls, just because pretty much except for Miltank and Greninja I can get them using level ball. 4 Rare Candies, pretty standard. 1 Starling Megaphone, pretty standard. 2 Super Rods, pretty standard for a stage 2 deck. Weird selection, you might think. Superior Energy Retrieval, and I'm playing 2, but trust me, this card is really huge in this deck, and having 2, it's just amazing. 1 Tool Scrapper, just because I don't know, I always play a split of 1 Starling Megaphone and 1 Tool Scrapper, my personal preference. And 3 Ultra Ball, just because I want to get every single Pokemon out. For my support lines, I'm playing 1 Colress, 4 and 4 Professor Juniper, and finally I'm playing 2 Muscle Bands and 2 these things, Silver Bengal. You will see pretty much other builds use only Silver Bengals, but I really like those extra 20 damage that Miltank or Greninja can deal to non-EX Pokemon. It's really nice. And in the game where I will show you in just a few moments, you will see that Muscle Van is really good, even though it's not 30 extra damage, it's just 20. And for the energy, yeah, I'm playing a very standard energy count, 12. But trust me, I played this much just because well, you want to be able to water shuriken as much as you can, even though you are not able to attack, because to be honest, you start to attack really late in the game most of the times. But if you are able to water shuriken a lot of the times, pretty much you will have the game. Yeah, so that is the deck. Let's go and see this deck in action. And we are here back with the game. This time I'm going against C-Round in third round. And he will be playing Yveltal Darkrai. I will have to say that I had a pretty good start, and even though my opponent had the chance to do something, he really didn't want to take the risk. Anyway, let's go and check this battle. Okay, I will do the coin flip, and right there I was not looking at my computer monitor, so yeah, just a few moments wasted. As you can see, he's playing a darkness deck. That's good. I really don't care. Yeah. Anyway, I have a really good start right here. I start with Miltank, I have a Froakie, I have Supporter, I have lots and lots of things to do. My opponent did Mulligan, and I get that extra card, which is really good. Anyway, right here I decide, okay, looks like I will have some time before my opponent will be able to do something because of that baby Yveltal on the active spot. I go and check my deck, and this is something that you have to do every time you play with this deck. You really need to know exactly what has gone into the prices. Right here, as you can see, one of my Greninjas is priced, one of my Electrode is priced, I think one Froakie is priced too, I don't remember, and one Miltank is priced. So yeah, you always want to know that. So right there, I'm going to cancel that energy attachment. I need to get another Froakie, just because I need to be able to get those water shuriken going on, especially against Yveltal, because to be honest, Miltank is quite good against Yveltal. If Yveltal does not have Muscle Van or Dark Glow, it will not one-hit knockout Miltank, which is really hilarious. Anyway, right here, one Sableye goes down, Dark Glow goes down, no, an N. I really didn't like that N because I really don't like N. But it was really good for me because that N pretty much gave me everything I needed in order to win this game, and you will see that in just a moment. My opponent goes for that Professor's Letter. He needs to get those darkness energy into his discard pile, and to be honest, the best thing that he can do right here is go for one Darkrai, but no, instead of going for Darkrai, he goes for that Yveltal EX, and trust me, he will regret that. He will do it just because Darkrai has that 180 HP. It's just one water shuriken away from, it's just 10 HP away from being knocked out using Miltank with Silver Bengal into water shuriken. That is why Miltank Greninja can do really good against this deck. So let's see, right there I'm going to attach that Muscle Van just because that is what I was looking for, and here is where having Muscle Van in your deck really pays off, as I told you on the deck profile. Right here I'm going to go for that water shuriken, and look at this. I will pretty much get that baby Yveltal stuck into my opponent's active spot, and he will really not like that. Anyway, right there I'm thinking, okay, I'm pretty much set up, things are really looking good. I think I will need another Miltank, so that is what I do. I go for that second Miltank because I know that will be my win condition. And look at this, since I already have one Greninja out, Powerful Friends with Muscle Van will be dealing those lovely 100 damage with just one energy, and yeah, I was able to apply damage to that bench Yveltal, and this baby Yveltal right here is going to get stuck, and it's a really easy price. If I want to, I will take that really easy price. Anyway, right here I'm applying a lot of pressure into my opponent because the damage is really piling up into his Pokemon, and he, even though he has that Yveltal and it can pretty much knock me out at this moment, his baby Yveltal is stuck and he really does not want that. As you can see, he will try to go for that Oblivion Wing, and he uses that random receiver. Using a random receiver on a Darkrai deck always gives me that feeling, especially when a hand as big as this one, it always gives me this feeling that my opponent has a lot of things on his hand that he really does not want to play down. And you will see in just a couple of moments that was the case, but and this is the moment where my opponent did not want to take the risk. He's watching that I am applying lots and lots of pressure into his side of the field, and he really does not want to do anything. Look at that, I finally get my Mr. One, which means Darkrai is not such a big threat anymore. And look at this, if my opponent had taken the risk of playing that Professor Juniper down, he will not be in such a tough position, because right now I'm going to take either one prize and give a huge hit to that Yveltal EX, or I'm going to take two prizes and he has wasted lots of energies to Dark Patch. Yeah, so he's really not in the best spots that there is. Yeah, right here he will be able to knock out this Miltank, of course, I know that, but now that Yveltal EX is just in range of my bench Miltank in order to knock it out, as you will be able to see in just a moment. Because if I Water Shuriken this Yveltal EX with that Silver Bengal, I will be able to just knock out this Yveltal. Right there, I really did not understand why he will try to over-attach to that Yveltal. That Yveltal is pretty much dead at the moment, so there is really no reason for him to do that. That red card was really annoying because I really like my hand at the moment, which is bad because it was a really good hand. Anyway, right here I'll be forced to play down my two Super Rod in a row, something that I really don't appreciate. But that's okay, I think I can deal with that. And as you can see, I will get Frogadier, Greninja and Miltank for my first Super Rod. I will get basically my 3 energy on my discard pile with my other Super Rod. That's really not a way you want to use your, what's this thing called? Your Super Rods. You really want them to just get back Pokemon, but I had no choice. Anyway, right there I'm going to get that Frogadier, I get the energy, and right there I decided, okay, I have lots and lots of energy on my deck, so I will attach that energy into my Greninja. Maybe it was much better to just Water Shuriken. In the end I pretty much get what I need, and look at that, this Yveltal is gone. By the way, I don't know why my opponent went for that Evolval. He could have easily gone for a White Cyclone because my already dead Miltank had already 30 damage, I think. I don't know, maybe this was a misplay, a misclick, something like that. Anyway, he finally gets one Hypnotoxic Laser and he goes for that, what he thinks will be a huge end, but no, it will not. The reason it will not be a huge end is pretty much because I have Electrode, and that is why I like playing Electrode in this deck. Because it's really huge getting those extra cards. Trust me, huge. Right there I get another Miltank, and I'm going to attach that energy just in case I'm not able to get the energy from my deck. And right here my opponent will really not appreciate what I'm going to do. This might seem a little strange, but I know I have 2 water energy on my discard pile and I really don't care about that rare candy and that Electrode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Water Shuriken twice into this Yveltal EX, and even though I don't have Silver Bengal, this Yveltal will really not appreciate a double water shuriken and powerful friends to the face. Just look at that 140 damage into that Yveltal. If I'm able to draw one last water energy, that Yveltal is gone. And yeah, that's pretty much the strength of Greninja with Miltank. It's really interesting the synergy that these two cards have together. Of course, you will need a lot of practice with this kind of deck, because trust me, you really need that. But it's a really interesting mechanic, and I don't think it will be best deck in format, but I really think that some decks will have to be careful about this kind of strategy. Just because it's really hard to have to take one prize at a time. It's really hard to getting sometimes those big EX knockouts out of nowhere, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, my opponent pretty much right here concedes the game. I will Water Shuriken just because I want to Water Shuriken. I could have gone for that attack on Greninja. I don't remember the name of the attack. Something missed. But anyway, that is why some people agree that Miltank Greninja has a really good game against Yveltal decks. Miltank pretty much gets it's out of the range of the normal range of Yveltal if it does not have Muscle Band or if it does not have TCE, and you can one-hit knock out Yveltals if they are not careful enough. Anyway guys, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to similar content. Thank you all for watching, and I will have Yveltal Raichu coming tomorrow night. Yeah, that's one of the other text profiles that I've that I have to make because I've been asked to. Anyway guys, I will see you all next time.